All right, time flies. And so do a lot of these characters. Ooh, they're flying back home. Back home. And it's been 14 years, probably. Let's see. With just a day left in their 14-year exile, Rama, Sita, and Lakshman were excited to go home. Rama bid farewell to his comrades and invited his loyal generals to join him. They all hopped aboard Ravana's chariot. Oh, they took over Ravana's, the bad guy's chariot, and quickly sped off from Lanka. From the vantage point high in the sky, Rama showed Sita the great bridge over the ocean, and then the tall peaks of Kishkinda, home of the Vanara tribes. Swiftly they passed over Panchavati, their home in the jungle, and over the Dandaka forest, and past the hills of Chitrakuta. Before long they crossed over the banks of the Sarayu River. The chariot turned to follow the river's winding path, for Rama knew that its swift currents would lead them home. As they crested the hills, a brilliant sight grew in the distance. Golden towers and gleaming domes rose majestically from the horizon as they rapidly approached the mighty gates of Ayodhya. Rama and Sita were finally home. That's good. This story, it includes they have this journey home back on a flying chariot. King at last. Let's see here. King at last. Remember those shoes? His brother had left them on the throne and said they'd stay there till Rama got back to be ruler. Everybody's there. And so it was, on the anniversary of their 14 years of exile, that Rama and Sita were both finally crowned the rightful king and queen. As Rama took up the throne, he saw the sandals that his brother had placed in his absence. Shatrughna and Bharata returned from their self-imposed exile and were honored to remove the shoes from the throne and place them back onto Rama's feet. With that gesture, the people rejoiced for the return of their king. One by one, Rama called upon all of his loyal generals and explained to his court what each member had done to serve him during their grueling ordeal. After 3 months, it was time for his comrades to take their leave. Jambavan and Sugriva extended invitations to Rama, Lakshman, and Sita to visit their kingdoms so that they could honor and welcome them as kings. When it came time for Hanuman to depart, Sita gave the Vanara a very special gift. What was it? A necklace of her most cherished pearls. The Vanara welled up with tears and swore an oath to Rama and Sita to always be their loyal devotee and humble servant, devoted to them. And so began a reign of peace and prosperity that lasted longer than any other monarch's reign in India, known as Rama Rajya, the rule of King Rama. To this day, now in italics, so maybe not part of the story, but a message. To this day, much of India still celebrates Rama's return from exile and his victory over Ravana during the Hindu festival known as Diwali. I've heard of that, Diwali. So that's a real holiday that they celebrate, and it is to celebrate this return from exile. Amazing. Look at all the people are very happy. Oh, look at that. They're in the palace. Beautiful, amazing. The end. The end. That's the end of our story. Not quite the end of these videos. As next, you can see afterwards, we saw in the table of contents, there's more to this book. Gods and sages, devas and rishis. So now there's a page for each of these characters to explain what they are. To us, an American audience who might not be familiar. with Hindi mythology and story. That's next.